Welcome to Talkpoint, your trusted source for balanced news, verified fact, and thoughtful analysis of the issues shaping America. A new economic proposal from Donald Trump administration official John Bessent of generating the interest and controversy across the country. The plan, which is recently outlined during a business policy event in Washington, has drawn sharp criticism for several Democratic-led states. Bessent calls it the State Economic Accountability Plan, a proposal that he says will reward states of strong economic performance has fiscal responsibility, but critics argue it could penalize states that invest more heavily in public welfare and environmental programs. Under the proposal, federal funding to states would be the partially tied to the economic performance, state management, and regulatory policies. In other words, states with faster job growth, lower taxes, and fewer regulatory barriers would be eligible for increased federal support, while states with high debate levels of heavily reliance on federal subsidy might see their funding reduced. Bessent explains that the goal to make federal spending more accountable to encourage state government to become more self-reliant. He said we need to realize how federal dollars flow. Productive states that manage their budget efficiently should not be punished, while those that overspend and overguided will reward. The plan also index has incentive for domestic energy production and infrastructure expansion, both of which are central to the Trump 2025 economic strategy focusing on growth and deregulation. However, leaders from several Democrat-led blue states have come out strongly against the proposal. California Governor Gavin Newsom calls the plan economic result, saying it unfairly targets state the priorities environmental protection and social programs. He argued that the federal government should not use funding as a tool of pressure state into adopting specific political or economic models. New York Governor Kathleen Hochul also voiced concern, warning that the policy could strip essential resources from states that already contribute a significant share to federal tax revenue. Critics further claim that such a policy could deepen this economic divide between red and blue states, rewarding state the pressure deregulation while punishing those who will higher social spending and climate initiative. Economists and legal experts are divided on the proposal impact his first feasibility. Supporters has present idea many from conservative think tanks say the plan could have reduced the federal deficit and increased states and manage their fitness more efficiently. They also argue it could create a more competitive environment where state investors attract jobs and investment. But crisis including analysis from the Brookings Institute of CNBC cautions that the plan could face serious constitutional challenge. The US Constitution limits a federal government ability to withhold funds from state to political policy-based reason. Legal scholars note that previous attempts to coordinate funding, especially in education or healthcare, have often been struck down by the court. Economist Sarah Binders from Brookings commented that the proposal represented another philosophical shift, rewarding growth-driven policy but risking inequality and instability among the states. Politically, the State Economic Accountability Plan aligns with Donald Trump's broader economic platform heading in 2026, imposing local control, energy expansion, and reduced federal oversight. Republican governors in states like Texas, Florida, and Tennessee have expressed support for the plan, saying it encourages fair competition and reward performance. They argue that the state managing budget responsibility would not subsidize those with inefficient or high spending system. Meanwhile, Democratic lawmakers in Congress have already signed to their opposition, forcing to revoke any legislation that would be federal aid to state level policy alignment. Political analysis from Reuters and the Politico suggested that the impairing policy chaos could become a major issue in 2026 midterm election, forming the debate around state sovereignty, economic firmness, and the federal authority. Bessent plans is a part of the larger conservative about economic federalism. How power. The resources are shared between Washington and the state. Supporters say it would restore accountability and promote responsible governments. Opponents argue it's a political were designed to favor conservative states and weaken liberal ones. The broader concern among economists is that the plan includes expert regional inequality, particularly if states that depend on federal funding for healthcare or selection are forced to cut vital service. At the same time, some investor and businessmen groups see the proposal as a potential boon of the business-friendly state, predicting increased private investment in regions with low taxes and deregulated markets. As the debate continues, state economic accountability plan is shaping up to be one of the most contentious policy discussion of 2025. In supporters' view, it is a bold step forward fiscal discipline and economic fairness. Opponents see it as a politically driven attempt to reshape and the balance of power between federal and state government. Whether this plan gains momentum or faces legal and political red flag remains to be seen. What is clear, what is the proposal here resonated the long-standing debate over how much control Washington should have over the state and how far economic accountability should go. This is Talkpoint bringing you verified, updated, and full analysis of US politics, policy, and the economic. Stay informed, stay analytical, and don't forget to subscribe for more news every day.